Hi everyone, this is Alert Day Trading. The purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades, notice any mistakes I'm making, see if there's any corrections I could be making. So today, the first trade I took was on PLUG, and this trade is a ticker that I've really been focused on past few weeks. So it's just consistently making new highs and really trending upward. So it's been really interesting watching it for, I've been actually watching it for a few years, and past year it's really taken off. So just curious to see how high it will go. I try to take advantage of the intraday movements. So today we had a break above the $64 mark. That's when I got interested. And my entry was right here at 64.50s as we had a pullback. And then we pushed higher all the way up to 65.45. Happened pretty quickly, a couple minutes. It only took about 5 or 6 minutes. And I did end up taking profits around 65.20s. I was hoping for more continuation, but I guess you can see the volume decreasing throughout the day and just never got that follow through. I do wonder if what happens is with a stock pushing up higher, especially I guess gapping up. Yesterday it was trading in the lower 50s, and today it opened up in the 60s. So probably a lot of people taking profits. So, I kind of wonder if that's what's happening here. And so that was the trade I took with PLUG. I have been trying to stay away from the 1 minute time frame. So if we look at the 1 minute time frame, you can see my trade plan would have been valid here. But I just noticed that when I use the 1 minute, I'm not as relaxed, and I do notice in my statistics that I have better probabilities in the 3, the 5, and the 10-minute time frames versus the 1 minute. So even though I do make nice winning trades on the 1 minute, as far as today, I was a lot more relaxed, not trying to jump in so quickly. So I think I'm okay to give away the potential profits to just be more mindful about my trading, rather than, having to put in the numbers really quickly. And I know I could potentially use hotkeys, but I like to have pre-set orders when I enter a trade. So when I enter a trade, I use this active trader tool, and I basically just put in every single level that I would buy or sell at, and I don't have to manage the trade while it's in. The only thing I do manage while I'm in a trade is raising my stop loss with an EMA. So the other trade I took, I'm going to show you how I do that. And actually, if I consider a mistake I made today, that would be the mistake. So the other trade I took is FCEL. It broke above the pre-market highs and also I think multi-year highs. This is a similar company as PLUG. So they kind of trade in tandem. Not perfectly, but they do, I think, affect each other. And so when PLUG is very active, I notice FCEL is also very active. Another one is BLDP will be very active. So as the trade broke above these levels, again, I'm now starting to stray away from the 1 minute. So the 3 minute chart becomes valid, I will take that entry. And so here's those breaks, the break above the pre-market highs, and here's the pullback, and here is the entry I took. And now this is a mistake that I did today, is that I like to raise my stop loss with the EMA, but I also don't. So I'm kind of on the fence of if I should just always raise my stop loss with the EMA, or just stick with my stop loss and or only raise it if I've already taken one profits. I think as of right now, I'm just going to always raise my stop loss with the EMA, because even though this is only one trade, I do notice that a lot of times if the trade breaks below the EMA, the trade usually is not valid. And as you can see in this case, that's true, because we did break below my stop loss levels barely. I mean, by less than 10 cents, and I would have ended up, taking profits around these levels right here. So my first profit target was in the 1820s mark. You can see we reached 1830, so I would have taken profits if I didn't get stopped out. But here's my point for myself, is if I take the loss right here, well, it's almost a break-even trade. And now let's take a look at a 5-minute chart. So I would not have entered the 5-minute. I would have maybe entered, somewhere around here. So the 5-minute, according to my strategy, is not valid. And let's see if the 10-minute. So the 10-minute also not valid. Let's take a look at the 15. Okay, so the 15-minute is valid. I probably would have entered right here, and then with a stop loss down here. So if I were to enter the trade, I would still be in the trade. It would not be profitable yet, but the point is that taking a small loss on that earlier trade, I would have a second chance over here. Instead of trying to, turn a trade that is turning against me and hoping that it is going to be positive. So this is not a guarantee that it would have continued or turned around. It could have easily continued going down. So I would have minimized my loss instead of taking my original stop loss. So anyway, it's just a point for myself that I'm going to just stick to my plan, that my stop loss, I will always from now on raise it with the EMA. Just below, not exactly at the EMA, but give it a few cents. And that's that trade. I did take one more trade on GM. In this trade, I entered at 48.40s. This was the 5-minute chart. And here's the entry, and we had a nice push. I ended up selling for a profit, and then obviously hoping for the break above $49, but we did not get it, and we broke below, and then I ended up breaking even on the remainder of my shares. So 3 trades today, 2 profitable trades, 1 losing trade. So I am profitable on the day, although I would be more profitable if I stuck to my rule of raising my stop loss with the EMA. So there's another reason why I would like to do that, because it'll minimize my losing trades. I feel like it'll also stop me out early on winning trades, but usually my winning trades don't break below EMAs. So you can see here, this is a winning trade and we never broke below it. Same thing if I look at PLUG on my winning trade today. We never broke below the EMA, and when we did, look what happened. It continued to go down. So it's a pretty good exit signal for myself. So all right, so that'll be it for today. Just to remind you, the purpose of this video and the videos I make is to journal my trades, notice any mistakes I'm making, see if there's any corrections I could be making. If you can learn from any of my mistakes, that's definitely a positive. And good luck.